Good evening, fellow punters. Mickey D, the Bookie Basher, here with you on Thursday evening with a few selections for Friday. Uh, Today, I suppose, could be described as a pain in the whole day. I know I had a pain in mine. I don't know about you. And I say you have a fair idea what caused my pain. Uh, Day started off great. Java Pint winning. Uh, Looked a bit outpaced on the turn for home, but stamina after winning a pint to pint, as I said last night, the 3 mile would be up his street, and ground probably a bit tacky on the turn. He got a bit tap for toe, but he stayed on like I expected him to, and he won. And I think when the ground dries out a little bit, he's still only a 7-year-old. He can only go up maybe £5 or £6 for that. So I think we might keep an eye on him and see what he's up against next time. But a great way. He went off 6-4 favourite. He was 9-4 all day, and it was 5-2 in a couple of places. But anyway, good start. And then our double was alive, and a win bet on Plains Indian. Looked the most likely winner coming, but he forgot to lift his legs. Somebody mustn't have reminded him that when the last hurl is in front of you, you just have to lift them high enough to get over it. Collapsed in a heap. So that was a bit frustrating. It's a difference of when you're calculating it -2, a win bet and a double instead of +10. That's a 12-point swing. Bookies money. We'll have to get it back. It's only the loan. We'll be getting it shortly. But anyway, that's it. So still a profitable day when we had the first one in. That's a strategy I always sort of use down through the years. If I fancy one, I get that one out of the way with the win bet and put the double going on that one, especially with 9-4, that you don't have to lump on the second one like at a shorter price. But anyway, we'll get it again. It puts us up over 20 points again for the sixth. This only the sixth day. So a great start, and hope we can keep it going into the weekend. Some great racing coming up. Tomorrow, the 2:30 at Doncaster is a mayor's hurl. There's Midnight Callisto is the favourite, and it won by over 20 lengths the last time, and actually I backed it. But I think Mary Mistress, trained by David Dennis, Charlie Todd claiming 3, slightly stronger for him. I hope anyway. And it won in Hereford off 97 before on goodish ground. It was second the last time to Desiree Girl, but the ground was heavy. And I think I think it's good to soft. That it'll be competitive enough now. But it's 9-4, second favourite, so I'm choosing that. Then in the 305, Boombawn, a 5-year-old out of Dylan Thomas, trained by Dan Skelton. It was second in a pint to pint in England in Worcester last May, and it was sold, I think, for 55,000 to the New Yard. It was third in Newbury, first time out. The winner hasn't been seen since, but Broomfield Berg, that JP horse, Nicky Henderson trains, that was second, and that's rated 134 now. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be near as good, but it was a pretty good run first time out. And then in a second run, it was second. It was beaten 8 or 10 lengths, or 6 lengths or something, but it was second to John Bon in November. And it was pulled out since on account of the ground. It was good to soft that time with a second to John Bon. It's good to soft tomorrow, to pull out on soft and heavy ground. So it has its ground. It's even money favourite. There's another one, a tidy little horse in the same race. I think it's another JP horse as well. Like, he won't have it all his own way, but you'll be hoping to boost John Bond's form going into the Supreme Hurl that this might get the job done tomorrow. And the third one, staying in Doncaster, staying with Skeletons again, across the line. It was second the last twice, but the second to 2 decent enough horses, Cornerstone Lad and Elixir de Nuts of Tizards. it's a 7-2 shot. So I recommend a €4. I'm for the small punter. And I don't mean the one that says 4'6" or 4'8" or 5 foot. I'm talking about the small stakes punter. My strategy always down through the years has been bet small, win big. I know people that has bet big and they've lost big. So we're going for a €4 Trixie with a €4 treble. And in the event the three of them won for 2 pints, which is 20 quid, you have 354 back if they maintain the same prices. That's what I like to do on a Friday to get a few pounds for the weekend. We're up money. We won, I think, we're up the guts of 5 pints today. So that's only a 2-pint bet. Now, there's a horse running in tomorrow evening in Newcastle. A horse that I've been following, and he needs a fast pace. Ballyare, trained by Lucinda Russell, ridden by Paul Mulrennan. It's in 6 furlong race. Now, it was second the last twice at Newcastle. And it was second before when I had a good bet on it, beating a short head. But it's tricky, but I think at 4-1 it's worth a pint win. And there's a good listed race in Dundalk tomorrow evening, the Patent Stakes. There's 2 good horses in it. There's a colt and a filly. Juncture is the filly for Dermot Weld, highly entered. And the other one is Absolute Ruler, Donnacha O'Brien, out of Warfront, out of a Galilea mare. I think it's out of Forever. Used to be trained by Aidan O'Brien. But that one first time out over a mile in Dundalk. And then it ran on the turf. It was third, I think, or something. But then it ran in a listed race and it was over 7 furlongs. It was a race won by, I think Snaffles won that race. So the 7 wasn't enough. I think back at a mile tomorrow evening. It's a 2-1 shot. To kill the 5 pints, we'll have 2 pints win on that at 2-1. So that's a €4 Trixie with a €4 treble. 230 Doncaster Merry Mistress, 305 Boombawn, and the 340 across the line. And then Ballyare, a pint win at 4-1. In the 745 at Newcastle, 2 pints win in an Absolute Ruler. It's a 2-1 shot. I think Juncture is the 5-4 favourite. I'm going against it because it hasn't ran in Dundalk. It's both of them horses are nearly entered in everything bar the Rose of Tralee. So be back tomorrow evening. I'll be studying for the next few hours. Medan is on Saturday, and there's a couple of big chases in England, and I want to get it all done tonight because it's poker night or tomorrow night in Galway, and we're getting on to Dublin, I hope, on Saturday evening. I might go to Leopardstown on Sunday. So you never know. Could have a good weekend of it. Anyway, Mickey D, the Bookie Basher, over and out. Keep bashing those bookies.